Yeah. What is up, my peoply peeps? Back to, I would say, 90%. Still have a little bit of chest cold going on, but a little bit of coughing. I'll just edit all of that out, cough drop. Today, we are getting ready. I gotta go ask. I gotta get permission to state the exact date in which we plan to start breeding, because I don't want to get in trouble. Mama says, hey! She's opening her window. Her little pilot hole to the world. When do we start breeding? Oh, she doesn't know off the top of her head. Oh, she did know off the top of her head. Of course she, because she's smarter than me. 2 weeks from now, 3rd week of October. Thanks. Do you see her little watch goat in the window right there? She's so adorable. So, 2 weeks from now, or the 3rd week of October, we're gonna start breeding the ladies. I know we've talked about it. Some people have asked if we've started breeding. We have not. Sorry, I had a massive amount of stuff to carry. We have not started breeding yet, but what we're doing now is prepping for breeding. For us, that is going to be body checks. Make sure everybody's up to weight, which we've already been doing. I mean, they already look good. Of course, you don't start 2 weeks out from breeding to try to start to get girls up to weight and make sure they're healthy. That's kind of a year-round process. Hi, boys. But today is going to be hoof trimming. I don't want to be messing with that when all the action is taking place. Good morning, ladies. Should we play a game of Where is Sprinkles today? Miss Sprinkles, where are you today? Well, come on. Hey, you were in the wrong place. Ah, yes, there was a little bit of leftover alfalfa in there last night from milking. Oh, we get asked all the time. Good morning, boys. I've run into quite a few people at shows who make goat milk soap, as you can imagine. I didn't realize until a couple months ago that they just buy powdered or dehydrated, whatever you want to call it, goat milk at like Costco or Sam's Club, wherever they're getting it, and then they use that in their soap. It was interesting because people kept asking me, do you have your own goats? And in my brain, I was like, I make goat milk soap, so wouldn't I have to have goats? Apparently not. So to me, that was shocking. So for all you people out there that have asked, yes, we have our own goats. Yes, we milk them. We milk them twice a day, every single day of the week. We stockpile milk all summer and into fall. We'll freeze that, and then that'll carry us through the few months that the girls are not in milk, so that way we'll still be able to make soap during the off months. Hi, boys, you look miserable. I know it's wet. Anybody would like some bucks? We have registered, not registered, or registerable. Jack, stop. Okay, it doesn't have to be tasted. Anyway, he's perfected the art of spraying himself right in the forehead. Yeah, right in the forehead, huh, buddy? Good morning, ladies. Short man. Come on, out you go. I know, you know. Hey, everybody loved your smiles. Everybody loved your smiles. Don't know, we're not ramming. We're not ramming. I'll give you pets. I'm happy to give you pets, but we can't play the ram game, okay? If you start playing the ram game, then he's gonna think the way to dominate you or to get what he wants is to just ram you, which is adorable right now. It's adorable right now. But when he's that size, when you're 150, 175, 200 pounds, I don't want you coming at me, bro, okay? So we'll just do adorable little pets. This is our morning routine now, as you guys saw in my last video, because he likes it, and we want him friendly. Hi. And that smile, that smile. The baby doll sheep is known as teddy bear sheep, the smiling sheep, and as you can see why. So I'm gonna get these, get the goat's milk, trim a couple hooves. It's easier for me, like, I know, honey. I know, what? Nobody will ever accuse you of not being dramatic. Yes. What do you want? You want your foods? Yeah. Look at that face. It's just easier for me if I do a couple a day over the next couple weeks rather than trying to do everybody in one day. I had back surgery a few years ago. Blew out my L4, L5. So bending for long periods of time, not my friend. I had a fantastic surgeon. Didn't even know anything happened when I left the hospital. Haven't had any real issues with it since. Every now and then, tingling in the legs, pain in the back. But for the most part, he did an amazing job. But he did say it's not if, it's when. You will need metal plates put in your back and screws and pins. And I'm not supposed to lift anything over 35 pounds, which is just virtually impossible in any life scenario, let alone farming goats. Kind of know my limits. About 80 pounds, I can start to feel my spine compress, so I kind of avoid that range. It's weird for me because when I was younger, I would have grabbed at least two feed bags, 100 pounds. Threw them on my shoulder and carried them over here, but now I gotta temper that, cut it back, watch how I lift, what I lift. Lift with your knees, people. Lift with your knees. I'm gonna feed you. So, anyway, I digress. Get an update on Streusel. She's doing really well. She's to the point where I'm gonna give her one more tube of today cefeprin. Just making me feel comfortable. Get it in there. It's not hurting anything. She's not in milk anymore. Get it up in there. Let it do what it does. Just in case there's anything that I can't feel. I can't feel any lumps right now. Doesn't mean they're not in there. I gave her one at the end of last week. When I did last week's video, I said she still had a couple lumps in there the size of my pinky there. I don't feel those anymore, but I think I'll give her one more today and that'll be it, as long as she doesn't have any other issues. I'm gonna feed you, honey. We're gonna go look and see if we have baby buns. So if we have baby buns, I'll show you guys those. We call meat beans because they look like little tiny beans made of meat. For those of you who don't know, we raise New Zealand rabbits to sell. We don't, once you buy the rabbit, what you do with the rabbit is up to you. So we have had people that buy them to breed for meat. I've never had anybody buy one to eat for meat because we charge $20 for one rabbit. We started off with rabbits with Polish. We were gonna register them, show them all of that business. We were breeding those and selling those as well. Polish rabbits about 3.5 pounds. We went through all the process of registering everybody, becoming a member of ARBA, which is the American Rabbit blah blah something association, and then we never did anything with it. So when we got into breeding New Zealand's, we're like, we're gonna breed them for people to have as pets. We bought registerable quality rabbits and we just sell those as pets. So we don't do any registering or anything. So if we have little meat beans up there, I'll show you guys those. I did already let the chicks out. If you guys a couple videos back, they're flourishing, but I'm gonna go up there today and we'll take that cage out of there and get their roost put back in there. I don't think they'll use it. They're too small. Right now they're cowering on the floor, hiding behind the food can, hiding behind the brooder that's in there. They don't go in it anymore, so I'm just gonna get it out of there. They'll have the space, they'll have the roost, they can get up off the floor. Oh, yesterday we did a thing, so I will pop that in the video right here. What's up, y'all? Today's antics, well, motorcycle stuff. What do you think of that? Short guy here is taking up motorcycling. So we're gonna try to unload this beast and not die. Doesn't weigh that much, honestly, but 1986 Honda 450. All right, let's try not to die. Working with what we have, so don't leave comments. Not doing what it was doing last night. You saw us unload the bike. This is old. There's some rust in the tank. That went down through. Fuel valve caught up in the filter. So the filter was just filth. But I just blazed up and down the road. No problem, no issues whatsoever. So we tore everything apart, took off the stop, the cock valve, the pet valve, whatever you want to call it. The fuel shut off, tore this all apart. The bowl here, it's actually made to catch heavy particles down in here. Took that off, it was full of rust. Washed this filter out, it was full of rust. Make sure all the hoses were clean. Cleaned out everything. Drained all the gas out. Quite a bit of rusty gas actually was just flowing out of it. The bike did set for, I can't remember if he said like 20 years before he got it out, tore it apart, painted it up, redid the carbs. I did contact him, told him what was going on, and he said, and I'm surprised, but sometimes the world surprises me. He said, if you can't get it sorted out, I'll stop by tomorrow after work and we'll get it fixed. But it looks like we got it sorted. I got it all running well. I was used to riding it without any power, and then it just about threw me off when I actually kicked her in. So now the terrifying part of my life is the boy is going to get on here. First time ever riding a bike. Probably should have started him on a moped. All right, the boy's out here. I got to get off this and concentrate on helping him learn to ride, and we'll go from there. we're also going to, we are going to give the girls, oh my gosh, you can't put anything in the barn without it just becoming covered in dust and dirt and debris. So we always give our girls Replimon at a minimum once a month. The reason why is right there. I don't know if you can see it, guys. I'm getting my camera fixed right now. Hopefully the fix is in and it'll be good. I know this camera has a crappy little blur right on the screen, but that is essentially why we give them the Replimon gel. It has basically everything they need to keep them happy and healthy. It's like a giant multivitamin, and we keep them on that on a regular basis if they're looking dumpy. But for sure, when breeding season rolls around, oh yeah, and they sell it in giant caulking tube size, which is hilarious because it looks smaller on camera. It's kind of funny, when we started goats, we were buying a little tiny Replimon gel tube like this, like one tube, and you would get like 6 or 8 goats out of it. So now we're on like buy 2 of the giant caulking tube size Replimon containers. Let me put this camera down and then I'll get back to you when I'm trimming hooves. Okay, Drama. You almost kicked my milk over. Yeah, I should not have picked Drama Queen for the first round of this. I know. Well, I gotta say, guys, that I'll do this one here for balance, but these are not gonna work for trimming hooves. Alright, these are not gonna work. I didn't figure they would. They're just good old basic garden shears, so I'm just gonna have to pick up a new set. I can't argue that the old ones were getting pretty ragged anyway, but they still work pretty well. I just don't know what I did with them. There's a chance I was just carrying them in my pocket somewhere and they fell out onto the ground. So we'll start hoof trimming tomorrow, I guess. All right, that's gonna pretty much do it over here. We'll go check out buns for babies and then we'll check out baby chicks. All right, y'all, so this is the Replimon gel. Kind of looks like mushed peas. And I would say probably 50% of the goatee girls like it. 50% of them do not. Let's see if I can get a good shot. Miss Brosie likes it. It's as simple as that. Squeeze the trigger, they eat the gel. I don't know who all likes it and who all doesn't. Struzel's gonna eat it, no problem. Cookie, Brosie. So that's the Replimon gel. Almost forgot to put that in there, sorry. In case you wonder why goats. Good morning, can I have a hug? This is not playing out as I hoped it would. Can I have a hug? We'll get your side fixed. Let me get it for you. This is why goats. This is why goaty goats. You're so lovey this week. So I don't know how much you can see of me or if it's even recording. Goats knocked the camera over and that's the lens right there. Alright guys, sorry for the lighting. Point outside, maybe light me up more. Nope, that just makes me dark. Anyway, so I told you guys, you just saw my camera, so yesterday, day before yesterday, my buddy Heath called me. He's like, dude, you have gas. I'm on my golf cart down the road and I run out of gas. So I go out to jump in my truck, throw the gas can in there, hit the ignition. Good morning. So anyway, hit the switch, battery's dead. I thought maybe I left my lights on. I couldn't remember if I jumped in, turned off the switch, whatever. Got him his gas, came back up, jumped the truck, let it run, charged the battery up. Came out yesterday morning, barely started. So I thought maybe I just didn't charge the battery enough the night before. But I was planning on driving to town to pick up the motorcycle. So I thought if I drive to town, if it just needs more charge, that'll charge it. So drove to town, probably 30 minutes of driving, shut it off at the gas station. Wouldn't start. Just so happens a guy that I used to teach Taekwondo to in that little town, he just happened to be standing there. I'm like, hey man, how's it going? You remember me? He's like, oh yeah, I remember, bud. So we chit-chatted, he gave me a jump, drove down the street, left the truck running, through the motorcycle in the back, drove down to the auto parts store, got a new battery. That was yesterday. So I threw this in here because like when it rains, it pours. That being said, don't mind my messy bunny barn. It's not cleaning day, but I told you guys if we had baby beans that I would show you. I'm not gonna mess with them too much because they're brand new. But there's baby bunny. That's why we call them meat beans. Put him back in there where it's nice and warm. So mom pulls a bunch of hair off her belly, and then we use hay as nesting material, and she will burrow out a nest, just like a bird's nest down in there, and then she'll fill that with fur, and then she'll have the babies in that nest. Ta-da! So we'll take the good, baby bunnies. So that's baby buns, happiness. There you go. See how beautiful? That is a dark, dark gray. Oh, sorry. I guess we'll try that. Let's bring the natural roost back in. So I've actually marked on the wall right there. You can see that pencil mark there. So I make sure that I get my height and positioning back where I had it. So there's the roost back in. There's the other natural roost there. Hope you guys like the chickens coming out of the coop. They act like they're starving all the time. As you can see, those bowls are still completely full. A couple chickens pecking out of those bowls. That chicken escaped to the outside somehow. You look out there, they're all flocking out to eat the bugs. They'd rather be out there eating bugs and grass than store-bought food. Now the youngsters, they're more accustomed to eating the store-bought food. That's what they've been raised on. But they'll get to the point. You see all the adults. They're down there in the bottom down there, pecking around. But all the babes are up here getting the free, easy food. Why are you trying to go out the window? You know the window's down, yeah? Would you like me to put the window up just so you can go out it? No, you're probably just gonna run away. There's a door right there. Okay, bye. That's pretty much gonna wrap this video. Appreciate you guys watching. Oh, so, you know guys, I always do my thing, like hit that like, subscribe, thumbs up, tell a friend, tell a neighbor, tell a stranger. There have been weeks since I started this where maybe we got 1 subscriber a week, and then there was a time when we were getting a subscriber like every other day. And you look at someone like, I might do a YouTube video of like of all the people that I watch who inspired me to actually start the YouTube channel or gave me the courage to do it. I might do that. But when you look at someone like Daniel from Arms Family Homestead, who grows like 330 people a day or something, which is insane. I say all that to say this, you guys are doing whatever you're doing. I appreciate it. We're stacking them up now. It's like a tiny snowball. That's what the lovely H and I have said from the beginning. We just keep pushing the tiny snowball up the hill. It'll get bigger. I'm gonna say this, we grew like 14 people in a week, which is a record for us. It's kind of cool. It's also a little terrifying to know that that many people are actually subscribing and watching, but it's awesome at the same time. We were at 264 last week when I posted the video, last week when I edited the video, which was Thursday, and today we're at 278. Thank you guys, really appreciate it. Thanks for all the love. Thanks for the comments. You guys go do something fun. That's it. Thanks for following. Thanks for watching. Bye.